Welcome to a new episode of Getting Stronger with Kick-Ass Yoga. And today we're talking about push-ups. Push-ups are one of the most effective full body strength exercises, but they feel especially hard for many women, and there are good reasons for that. Women generally have less upper body mass and relatively more strength in the lower body, which makes pushing movements more challenging. On top of that, push-ups require core stability, shoulder strength, and coordination all at once. A push-up is essentially a moving plank. You're resisting gravity while pushing yourself away from the floor. The good news is strength is highly trainable. To get better at push-ups, consistency matters more than intensity. Practicing push-up progressions 2 to 3 times per week is enough to build strength, as long as the exercises are scaled to your current level. And if you're a yogi, I'll show you if you're cheating during your vinyasa and how you can build more strength within a vinyasa sun salutation. Let's start with push-up progressions that actually work, so you can build strength safely and confidently. Before I show you the progressions, let me show you an idea that I want you to think about while doing your push-ups. And this relates to chaturanga or sun salutations, where you move from downward facing dog through plank to the floor or to upward facing dog and back. I want you to think about imagining 2 notebooks, books, pieces of paper between your upper body and arms. By imagining this or actually doing this and squeezing these books, I'm engaging my lats, which fills the whole back, gives you the strength to really go into this pushing motion. And you can practice chaturanga or push-ups while squeezing these books. Hands forward, imagine I am on the floor, pushing, squeezing the books, and back. If I don't squeeze, and if I don't think about my notebooks, this will happen. The shoulders move up, the notebooks fall down, my lats are turned off, which means the only thing that's working is actually the arms. But by imagining squeezing, pushing something between upper body and arms, I am engaging these big muscles here, anatomy, and I can really use the strength of my back instead of allowing the shoulders to move up. So this is important for all of these progressions that I'm going to show you now. We're starting with the easiest one, which is the back of a chair. This could also be a wall or a table. Let me show you what not to do, and then I'll show you what to do. When doing push-ups here, avoid sticking your butt out. This turns your whole front of the body off. And avoid allowing your shoulders to rise up. Avoid thinking head to edge. Instead, tuck your tailbone under, pull your shoulders back, think squeezing something between here, and think this part of your bra wants to touch this part of the chair, which looks like this. I'm staying one long plank while moving back and forth. I'm working my core, shoulders, and back, instead of this. Once you can easily do 10 push-ups on the edge of the chair, you can move to the seat of the chair. To avoid hurting your wrists, you can always turn your hands out a little. This puts a little less pressure on the wrists. Same rules apply here. Let me show you the no-no. Stick, shoulders up, thinking down. Instead, tuck, pull, squeeze, think long. And again, we're trying to aim the lowest part of the front of the bra towards the edge of the chair. As soon as 10 reps on the chair start to feel easy, it's time to move to the floor, because we want to be able to do push-ups on the floor over time. I don't know how long this will take you. Depends on how often you train. I always get this question, how long, when will I be able? I don't know. Depends on how much you want it. As easy as that. So to practice these on the floor, we do baby push-ups. We're not calling them lady push-ups. No. This is the baby variation, and we'll get to the real ones, which are our lady push-ups. Again, turning hands out is totally fine. Tucking your toes under in the beginning is great to measure the distance because we want to move the hands further forward, because we are further forward compared to being on all fours. Start with your shoulders on top of your wrists. I'll show you the no-no first. Sticking the bum out, shoulders move up, and thinking down. Very uncomfortable also for my elbows. Instead, round the back almost, tuck your tailbone, squeeze the bum a little, pull the shoulders back. Think, I don't know, it doesn't really work, but think there's something you want to squeeze between upper arm and upper back. And now think crown of the head, top of the head forward, touching the chest and pushing up. Tap and up instead of breaking the line and doing something like this. Also, I'm not a fan of elbows out. I know these are common, standard, but since we're yogis, we're not doing those. Keep your elbows close next to the body. The saga continues. Now we're on the floor for regular push-ups without knees. And then it even continues because we started with elevated hands, and then we can move over to elevating the feet to make them harder in case these get too easy. Let me show you. We're starting in our upper plank without letting go of the butt, without allowing the shoulders to move. Let me show you the no-no. They don't want to look like this. Instead, squeeze, ribs in, push, pull shoulders back, think forward, tap, and come up. And here's the golden coin, the special treat you can do whenever you're practicing your sun salutations by moving between downward facing dog, upper plank, either with knees, think forward, continue with your cobras or upward facing dogs, squeeze your core, push, move back, or more advanced, upper plank, chaturanga, pull back, upward facing dog, or cobra, tucking toes, squeeze core, push back up into downward facing dog. Now, if you're curious how to continue this strength journey, we are kind of looking towards working on handstand push-ups. Yes, you heard that right. We want to be in a vertical line and push up our whole body weight. To start that journey, practice regular push-ups and then move on to down dog pike push-ups, which look like this. We start in a more narrow downward facing dog. Hands are a little closer. Again, turn your hands out if necessary. We don't want to do this, arch, collapse, think head between hands. Instead, we want to think forward, keeping a right angle between forearm and upper arm, and push back. Again, lean, squeeze core, and back. And you're doing these until your toes start to feel light, which means you're really carrying your whole weight in your upper arms and upper body. And here's our second to last variation for today. I'm already getting tired. I feel my arms and my shoulders and my back. So I've used this box of a puzzle because I don't have a block here right now, but you can use a yoga block instead to aim to tap your head on. Eventually you want to tap the floor, of course. So let's look at elevated pike push-ups. We're starting the same way, while lifting the feet towards the edge. This will feel scary because it feels like you're too close with your hands, but we need that vertical line in our forearms. And then you're trying to lean forward, tap the box, push back. And again. Avoid them looking like this. Instead, throw these in when you know you're ovulating, so you can really use that strength that we have for a little bit of a challenge. And for the last one, which is handstand push-ups off the wall with 1 yoga block or 2 yoga blocks, and you need socks for these because we want to slide at the wall. We need to enter a chest to wall handstand, and my favorite way to enter a chest to wall handstand is a little bit of a cartwheel. And I'm doing it carefully because I have limited space. I'm aware of my surroundings. So let's do that. And I'm up. Here I tried to squeeze my feet, glutes, push up. And now I'm keeping the vertical line in my forearms, leaning forward without breaking the line in my body. Tap the box and come back. Breaking the line of the body would look like this. Don't do that. Push up, tuck, pull ribs in, lean forward, tap, and come back. Over time, go lower, 1 block, and over time, go freestanding. I hope these progressions made sense to you and inspired you to start or continue your strength journey. Please keep me updated on your progress. And for the ladies, remember to take breaks whenever you need them, especially in luteal phase. Follow for more strength tutorials.